Ohio, konnichiwa, and good evening to all my fellow anime and music fans. Today, we are going to get into Black Lagoon episode 4. I can't wait to get into it, so let's get right to it. Let's go.
The sea's so calm today. It's incredible.
The waters around here can look like something from an acid trip. You dive in and it's pretty much a sensory overload.
I'm sure it is. I went scuba diving a while back at Ishigaki Island.
Now that sounds privileged, like another exciting day in the life of a yuppie bachelor.
It wasn't all that great. Drinking this beer and feeling the sea breeze on my face is far more privileged than that.
Revy. Uh-oh. What she got in store for us today?
So, this is farewell Germany. It's a shame that the last glimpse I'm going to get of the German sky is of its usual leaden color.
Yes, but thanks to that, the Adlers patrol over us has thinned. Once we're past the Shetlands and North Sea, in no time we'll be under Spain's blue sky and then on to Africa's beaches. You'll soon be longing for some clouds, Lieutenant Colonel Matsuto.
I love this
As a man who
dub.
came here to study aeronautics, I can hardly afford to be killed by a plane at this point.
Not after coming all the way to Germany.
It seems that we'll get along just fine on this journey. But I wish I could say the same about that other passenger.
I just don't understand them. The SS and the SDs, those men, they're a different breed.
Oh man, now that I think about it, maybe I did lead a privileged life. One little problem with the car and all of a sudden life takes a major turn for the worse here. Mr. Lund, is that new? How much? That's too high. It's probably stolen anyway.
It definitely probably is.
Oh well then. It's not like anyone here has cash to spare. I better pass. I can already see Revy calling me a sucker again.
What's happening a lot? $1945. Oh, we going back. World War II.
Check.
They're moving with us on a bearing of 270. It's a freighter out of South Africa heading to Ceylon. Captain,
They're in battle positions right now. I'm afraid you'll have to go inside.
I'm sorry for the intrusion, but I have something to ask, if I may. Do you really plan to ignore the orders you were given and attack that freighter? What shall we do?
I'll get you to Batavia without fail, Lieutenant Colonel. Now, Fritz.
Yes, sir.
Are you incapable of even greeting the enemy without confirmation? And yet you call yourself...
Very well, sir. I'll have them hurry up and load the torpedo that's under maintenance.
You too, Lieutenant Colonel. Please get inside.
An attack would be an unnecessary risk.
That transport belongs to our sworn enemy, England. What's being carried is fuel, to be used for an invasion of our allies that will soon be visiting. And you're telling me to ignore the enemy? Are you saying there was no point in us fighting this war? That all those soldiers died for nothing?
I am saying that at this stage, sinking that ship will have absolutely no effect on our fatherland.
Really?
What is it?
There's no point. We're just fighting a losing battle here. We can't stop the inevitable.
Are you trying to provoke me into saying more?
No, I didn't expect that from you. I suppose I thought you were worried about something much more insignificant. I apologize. Despite that, there are still some fights that you must take on. Let's go. Prepare the torpedoes for surface attack. We'll planet this ship with the 31st hit.
So they're presenting the Axis powers.
Right, let's go. We'll keep fighting to the very end.
Not as friends or enemies, but they're showing you the Axis powers right now. They're showing you
As soon as I'm done calculating,
fighting from the German perspective. So
I don't know.
I'm gonna put 2 and 2 together.
Earlier today, you were looking around in the shop, weren't you?
No, but
And say
You
that
want something?
the Lagoon Company here
then you're saying that's for me?
are gonna end up on a German vessel, something like that.
The enemy ship has just passed over us.
Matter of fact, that German vessel right there.
Set course to 200. We need to get behind the enemy.
We turn twice, we'll be able to achieve that, sir. The second turn will be in 4 minutes.
Very well, then that's what we'll go with.
We're detecting sound from another vessel in front of us. Wait, there's another signal.
It looks like the enemy's coming out in numbers. Batavia's right there in front of us. It'll be cornered. Not yet, gentlemen. I want both engines to full power. Set us to 170.
170.
Fire the Zagaran directly astern.
Firing Zagaran.
Is moving away. Then it must avert. They took the bait. Now cut the engine. It's silent running from now on.
Our ship is staying right with us.
They're using the active sonar. Full power. 20 to port. Dive to a depth of 40.
Yeah. Okay. Now, they ambushed them. Okay.
This is the forward torpedo room. We're taking on water. Close the forehatch. You can still try to save yourself.
We are doing our best to stop taking on water, but we can't vent the ballast tank. Engines and the emergency generator are damaged beyond repair.
It's unfortunate that we couldn't return our Japanese passenger to his homeland.
Lieutenant Colonel Matsuto has already...
The way of a samurai. I didn't realize he brought a sword with him for that reason.
Oh, so he committed seppuku.
You've served as brave and loyal sailors of the German Navy. As a crew, we faced rough waters and overcome great opposition in the Atlantic. But sadly, none of us will leave this battle behind for the beaches of Batavia. Our ship has currently run aground at a depth of 57 meters. Both our engines and ballast tank are beyond repair. You have all endured numerous battles and shown great courage.
I was right.
As of now, I'm relieving you of your military duties.
Oh.
We are going to run out of air in about 2 hours.
Oh.
In these final moments, it is your choice how you wish to die.
What?
Lieutenant Colonel, I have to speak with you.
Captain, I haven't heard the engine running for some time now. When are we going to surface?
As it turns out, we won't be surfacing. Ever again. I'm truly sorry.
You are worthless.
I agree.
You don't get it. You just don't understand, do you?
Understand what?
The importance of your mission. Do you have any idea of the significance of this painting I'm transporting?
I see. So the package was this painting. It doesn't look like anything of great significance to me. What is its title?
It's called The 12 Knights Led by Brunhilde. Listen to me carefully. What I have in my hands right now is the only tableau painted since the Führer took power. Steadfast in our honor and loyalty, we shall keep this hidden until the promised day.
day when the Nazi flag flies victorious once again. This will be a beacon for all our comrades who have scattered and a call for reunification.
So you already resigned yourself to the idea that we're going to lose this war. And so you figured you'd just start preparing for the next one. You people make me sick. Do you have any family?
I have a wife and they are in Stuttgart. So what then?
You know, I can honestly say I'm proud that I fought to the very end for my country. I have no regrets even now as I am destined to rot here. However, if there's one dissatisfaction I do have, it is the fact that I must share a casket with some fucking bastard like you, who isn't even thinking about his family in his dying moments.
Take back that statement, Captain. You cannot compare family to the righteousness of our country.
It's pointless. You can deny it all you want, but Hitler's empire is crashing down around us and there's nothing you can do.
Be quiet!
Look what's become of my country and my navy as a result of putting up with your delusions for all these years.
Enough!
I'd even say it was worth thinking if it meant that my children could grow up without ever having to see that accursed Nazi flag again.
So even the people that fought under the Nazi flag,
Could very well be the
not all of them believed it.
here today.
Oh. I mean, he was gonna die anyway, but
I've only been scuba diving once in my life.
Still.
Rocky Island. Dutch tricked me into this. Oh.
That's the only thing you've been saying since we left port. Can you try to be a little bit more interesting, you blubbering
so
idiot?
he died.
There's no way I'm
Lagoon Company coming in. Where you think they're gonna end up? He set it up.
I explained this briefly at the office, but we'll go over the details again before we go in. Benny, will you start?
No problem. First of all, let's take a look at this. An old story from half a century ago. The nostalgic talk of some old-timer. IXC type attack submarine U-1324 of the German Navy. It was a submarine in the Wolf Pack that tore up the Atlantic. The captain was Major Wenzel H. Abba. The last order he ever received from his fallen homeland was to take an officer of the Japanese Navy to Batavia. But things weren't that simple for them. They had to go from Kiel in Europe, around Cape Agulhas, then through the Indian Ocean. It's a voyage worthy of Magellan, and Abba managed to pull it off. But when he was in plain view of his destination, his ship, all its crew members and the passengers on board, suddenly ran out of luck. While searching for the Japanese, the U.S. Navy came across this U-boat. Having nothing else to do, all of them decided to strike at once. The poor U-1324 finally went down, so the captain and 44 of his crew just disappeared into the depths of the ocean. That's sort of the history with a capital H as we know it, but there's another untold story in all of this. A story about an SS officer who appeared at Kiel Port the night before departure and was able to force his way on board with papers from the secret police. Now check this out. This is the painting that SS officer held onto for dear life. The artist is August Janka, an unknown painter. Its title is The 12 Knights Led by Brunhilde.
That thing looks pretty boring to me. I've seen graffiti on New York subways that would put that to shame.
Why would an SS officer board a submarine with no gold, no secret documents, and only a single painting? Don't give it too much thought. It's just an incredible story. I have no real explanation for why it happened or even where it came from.
However, the one thing we are sure of right now is that this painting is preserved inside the wreck of a submarine. We've been hired by an antique collector in Spain, and this guy's hobby happens to be collecting Nazi artwork.
That's a pretty fucked up hobby.
Damn straight. Apparently, most of Yankee's work was destroyed or
It
lost in
is
the war.
a messed up.
He'd completely given up on this and the U-boat long ago. But
Yeah, last year a French telecom company was laying down underwater cables and they inadvertently discovered the U-1324. At the same time, they found out there wasn't much water inside.
several countries are in dispute over the rightful ownership of these waters, so no one is able to make a move for it easily. And so, That's where we come in, people. Not bad for a $50,000 job.
Okay,
$50,000.
here are the steps for the job. Take a look. The French notice that the bow end of the submarine is completely flooded. The two of you will go in through the torpedo tubes and then close them off. Once you weld the hole shut, you should be able to open the door to the interior.
Welding?
What do we do to get out?
Just make a hole in the sub's hull and swim out. Once we get what we want out of there, who cares what happens to it?
Ha!
Then, let's get this over with.
They making money hand over fist.
I've never even done weekend carpentry. And we're supposed to do all of this underwater? I just don't see how it'll work.
Hey, are you done checking the equipment? If you keep up this bitching, I'm gonna toss you overboard without your tank.
$50,000.
Yeah, I'm mostly done.
What about the buoyancy compensator? Did you test the gauge? If you drown, I'll leave you down there in that metal casket with those dead Nazis.
No need to be difficult. I said I'll be just fine.
If you die, you'll end up causing me a lot of trouble. So stop talking back, you dumbass.
Once you dive, I'll only be able to track you with the beacon. Be careful not to use up the batteries.
Got it.
I almost forgot. A little souvenir Balalaika brought back from her homeland.
An underwater rifle. Does this thing have full auto on it?
Took it as a good luck charm.
Okay, Rock. We better get going. Just follow my lead.
Just who or what are you gonna shoot down there though?
Oh, you wander over with a gun and saved Rock's ass. You got a lot of tricks up your sleeve.
Guess so. As an employer, I worry about human relations. All part of the job.
So yeah, cause what are you gonna shoot down there exactly? She just love guns.
The beacon's been activated, and the PLRS is working fine right now. They're headed straight for the salvage site. It seems like Grubby's used to this kind of thing.
Of course she is. I never would have hired her if using those guns was her only skill. When it comes to swimming, she's got natural talent.
Revy could be a spokesperson for the NRA. I think she loves guns that much.
What's up?
I'm up here for a sec. There's a ship.
We're not on a sea route. The telecom company's the only one who'd be here.
Telecom company? I don't think so. I've been listening to their communications ever since we got the offer. They're not supposed to be out here for another 3 days, and besides, that's a research ship. And they seem to be carrying some large equipment on the back.
This isn't cool. You better go raise our Thai Navy flag.
I'm on it.
Thai Navy?
Currently idling in our path. White Heather. Please respond.
Well, well.
This is PT-377 of the Thai Navy. We are currently on a mission here. We'd like to inquire about your purpose for being in this area. Tell us your nationality, ship number, and signal code.
You are acting at the present time. Where is your mothership?
That is classified military information. I'm requesting for the second time that you identify yourself. Over. These guys are way too demanding. Definitely not normal. I'm going back to the control room. Keep track of them and keep me posted. We got some unusual cloud activity. Hold up your parasol.
No problem. What do we do about those two?
If their beacon's on, we can find them anytime. Worst case scenario, we blast those guys and then pick them up.
Hail, Uberfuhrer. Based on a communications check using radio interception, we confirm there are no naval vessels in the vicinity. Therefore, we can only conclude that these are hated bandits who are plundering this sacred gravesite. Your decision, please, Commander.
These plunderers are such fools. The proof of inheritance of this gravesite is rightfully and indisputably ours. Very well, Squad Commander. I will allow destruction with an iron fist.
So we will be shooting after all.
What's going on?
Okay, I've just started the engines.
That's strange. What are they doing?
Oh. Torpedo.
Dutch! It's a tow!
Woo!
I should have known that's what they do.
Ravi! Let's go!
This underwater tomb is about to open.
Alright. That episode started out pretty slow, but it was still entertaining. It set the backstory up for where we are presently in the Black Lagoon timeline. So I can't say anything negative about it. Like I said, I love the English dub for Black Lagoon. They picked a great cast. That German accent was spot on. And I love the Funimation dub for this. So just can't say enough good things about it. But my message for the day that I get from this episode is be thankful. Be thankful for every moment you have with your family and friends, because you never know when it's time to check out. Just be thankful. Part 2 of this epic is coming soon.
You'll no longer be one of us. When that happens, I'm gonna kill you.
What? Eagle hunting and hunting eagles. And Revy said you will no longer be one of us, and when that happens, I'm gonna kill you. Something epic must be going on. But now I think I'm starting to understand. We held a debate on our Twitter channel. I believe it was 1 or 2 years ago on our original one at Iceberg Luffy. And I think I used part of this episode as a prompt for the debate. Makes me miss those debates all the more, but we'll be building it back up. For those of you that have come from the Twitter community and know about our debates, but we won't be debating on Twitter. It is my sincerest hope and desire that we get our own forum. So I've been trying to work that out for a while, and I'm doing a lot when it comes to web and development. So I just have to force time and figure out how to generate a forum in a timely manner. Also, I know this is running pretty long, but I just wanted to give everybody updates for those that followed our community, since its inception about 4 years ago now. With us having to go down and rebuild Twitter, and with Twitter acting up, everything that we had planned to do and planned to roll out got delayed and pushed back. But fear not, for I'm meant to do this. I'm in this for the long haul. And we will do this as a community. We will do this, and we will be back better than ever, stronger than ever. And so, any questions that the Twitter community has on that, feel free to let me know, and I'll do my best to answer them. I would like to give a thank you to everybody that takes their time out to watch these videos, support us on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook. I appreciate all of that because there is no Iceberg Luffy / Iceberg Lue without you. And whatever social media goes down, just know that won't stop the movement. It's anime now and anime forever. And that's what it's been for 4 years, whether the new members know it or not. But we've been around for a lot longer than our Twitter indicates, because we got knocked offline. The other account got permanently suspended without any type of justification. And so it just further tells me that you can't trust social media, any social media. That's why here at Iceberg Luffy, we take the utmost caution. We do everything we can, not only to build up one social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, but to actually reach out and get to know the people that interact with us and build an email community in which at least I can reach out to everyone who is on our email list, which is a lot of people straight away. So even when we go down, we automatically have that rapport with our email list and we back in business. So I just have to say thank you again. And I hope that you'll be with us for episode 5, Eagle Hunting and Hunting Eagles. And yeah, I believe that's all. Thank you again, and thank you to my great team. Clifford Coleman, Ariel Brinkley, thank you so much. And thank you, the supporters. This is long, and I'm sorry about this. I try not to do this again, but I had to give you an update because it was on my mind. And we got a lot of people on Twitter asking questions. So with that, I'll see you for episode 5.